What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily wrap after, of course, a day of React ad content. And sadly, I have to report that the Dent Streak version 8 is dead. DEAD, dead on arrival, folks. Our boy Phil couldn't muster up enough begging to get to the $150 tip goal. And by the way, I've said this before, the tip goal is fake. Unless he hits 200 bucks, he's not hitting the tip goal. We know our boy Phil last week was so desperate to continue the dead streak that he moved the goalpost yet again. So your boy Duty isn't giving him any slack whatsoever. So let's see what he had to say on the daily wrap. I'm pretty sure he's going to bring up the dead streak again. And at this point, it's just getting pretty pathetic with him trying to continue this charade of a streak. So let's get into the video.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 29th of September, 2024, as we are wrapping up this month and heading into the full fall gaming season and, of course, Halloween horror antics. Well, today was a good day. It was React Day. And today, a few things happened. Number one, I launched my merchandise store, which you can find at darksidephil.shop on the internet right now, and walked through that merchandise store on my podcast this morning. In addition, I had some quick updates on Review Tech USA and Wings of Redemption and just a few other odds and ends to cover. So it was a pretty good podcast this morning. And then we jumped over the DSP versus the Internet show on DSP Reacts.
All right, I got a lot to say about the podcast yesterday. Good Lord. I clipped, and I know a bunch of people were talking about, there was a segment there where our boy Phil was talking about Wings of Redemption and his health. This 42-year-old just glob of a man with no muscle tone whatsoever. I mean, just the epitome of beta male Phil had the nerve to talk about Wings of Redemption and his poor eating habits and his obesity and his poor health. Yes, Wings is obese, poor health, you name it. But you, Phil, are the last okay, yet again, another clear message, another fine example of right message, wrong messenger, Phil. You shouldn't be talking about anyone's health, anyone's eating habits, the man that orders 3 DoorDashes a day. Okay, you of all people should just shut up. Especially, and again, I know people get on me for making fun of Cat and saying shit about Cat, but I gotta be honest here. When your wife is as obese as she is, right? Obese, not obese, obese. When she's that big, you got no room to talk about anyone. Now, I understand and I know that, people are responsible for themselves, but still, again, if you live in the same household with someone and you know that they have a weight problem, they can't wait to eat, you don't order 3 DoorDashes a day. You don't succumb to their whims or every time they want McDonald's or they want to order an ice cream at night, which is Phil has done that. You don't do that shit. And if you're going to do it, you need to shut up when you talk about other people and weight loss and not eating healthy. You're the epitome of an unhealthy specimen. You're as pale as a ghost because you refuse to go outside because you're scared of your detractors and your trolls. Okay? So please be quiet when it comes to talking about other people's health. Again, right message, wrong messenger, Phil. If I wanted to talk about Wings, I think I could because I'm healthy, I'm fit, I work out, I eat healthy, my spouse is healthy, she's fit, she works out. So, if we're gonna come to criticize anyone about eating healthy and their weight, you're the wrong person, Phil. Please shut up. You need to take care of your crooked ass hairline. Maybe if you ate healthier, your hair wouldn't be so fucked up. Okay, Phil? All right, let's move on.
And had a great afternoon of reacting to clips, and I feel like I've perfected my curtains, my blackout sun blocking curtains. I figured out kind of the combination of when to have them open, when to have them closed, how to alternate during the day when the sun's in different positions. Today, even though there was sun outside, the office was cool, and I was very happy with that. So it's looking like moving forward, it is going to work. It just took a while for me to figure it out, and now I figured it out. So that was excellent. Okay. went well, and you know, we hit the support goals and everything went good. On the late stream tonight, it was the conclusion of the retro react streaming of Resident Evil 1 director's cut on DSP Throwback. I'm gonna be honest here, it didn't go so well. Number one, we barely at any point got 200 viewers. It looks like the steam of the retro react events kind of aren't doing so well anymore. For a while, they were going well. We were getting good attendance between, like, you know, also up to 300 viewers, and we were getting a lot of engagement. And by the way, we had engagement tonight for sure. People were chatting and having a good time, but the support was not good at all. Like, we barely reached $50 overall of everything. We couldn't even get 100 likes. So I don't know if it's because we played Resident Evil all month. I don't know if it's the whole idea of doing the retro react streams has fizzled out and maybe we shouldn't do them for a while. But I'm not sad. It's been great. We had a streak of 6. Okay, again. In fact, it's weird because the way the streak has ended, the king streak of support. First, it ended because Black Myth Wukong sucked. I mean, it's just, there's no ifs and buts about it. The game is bad. It's boring as shit, and no one cared about it anymore. Then it ended repeatedly the curse of Astrobot. Even though Astrobot's a good game, because it's kind of a cutesy platformer compared to like a first-party Nintendo game, like a Mario game, people kind of treated it the same. But even then, we ended that curse because when I finished Astrobot yesterday, we actually got support and hit the streak. All right? So really now, this is the first time ever doing a React stream like this where we didn't hit the support goal. And that's been, we're talking of 2 months. Because remember, we started getting the streaks back in August. So, first time ever. And, you know, the way I see it is, it's not the end of the world, but what I want to do is for the month of October, I still want to do the Retro React streams. What we're going to do, we determined this at the end of the stream tonight. For the month of October, we're going to react to Silent Hill 1, the only playthrough I ever did of it, from April of 2012. This is before I even did direct capture, so it's my camera pointed at my TV trying to record it and stuff, so it looks really rough. But it's about as long as Resident Evil 1 was, and it'll last about all month. So like every Sunday night, we're going to be able to do retro reacting to Silent Hill 1 on DSP Throwback, and hopefully people will show up and engage and support with that playthrough. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that playthrough as my kind of like final analysis if I should continue to every single week do retro react streams or not. What we may do is not do them all the time anymore. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do them every once in a while. We'll bring it back every month or two and do one, and then put it on hiatus again, and then come back, and that way we'll use Sunday nights for standard gameplay or other events rather than retro react. You know, when I'm barely getting 200 viewers, if that, and the support's not there, I'm not going to keep doing it when we could be doing other things that people want. You know, people are clamoring right now, why are you not playing Stardew Valley? Why did you stop playing the MVC collection? What other new games are you playing? Because there's a ton out and you're not playing them yet. And it's like, I know, my time is in big demand. People are pulling me in 10 different directions to do 10 different things. So, anyway, it is what it is. Thank you. I'm not disappointed that the streak ended tonight. I'm really not. And I thank you all for another 6 days. Tomorrow, will it resume? Will it not? We'll see together. Hopefully, we will get back on track. But thank you for an awesome 6 streams and a good amount of support and just a lot of positivity along the way. All right? So tomorrow, speak of the devil, what do we...
All right, can we stop this? Phil, can we stop the charades? Seriously, can we stop with the cope? Can we stop with this nonsense, Phil, of the streak? Seriously, you look like a fucking idiot. You do. You sound and you look like a fucking idiot, and you look pathetic. You really do. You're sitting there and you're spending countless time. You talk about you're being pulled in multiple directions because your time is valuable or you're in demand. How about you spend less time begging on your fucking streams? I'm gonna watch Frosty today. He probably has 2 clips out of how many times you begged on your 2 streams yesterday, and they're probably over 100 times each stream. Dude, enough. And enough with the fucking excuses. Now you're gonna wage quit Retro React because Retro React is, for some reason, there's 0 attendance, there's 0 or little attendance. Look, motherfucker, people are paying you a monthly membership for this shit. You're not doing the Retro React to make more money. You're getting that in a payment for the memberships. Now, if you want to fucking drop Retro React, then maybe you should cut your memberships and rely on ad revenue. Because if all you're going to fucking do is post those shitty ass retro videos that you're doing, then you should just rely on ad revenue. Okay, Phil? But go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. What's gonna happen is just gonna dry up. You're gonna have Jade and probably Haseo as the only members on that fucking shit channel that you have over there. We need to stop all this, Phil. We really do. I mean, I enjoyed the meme initially, and I enjoyed laughing at you when the Dent streak dies. It's funny, but every single time you can't even get past 6 streams of support until you have to sit here and wallow and cope and try to fucking grasp at straws at why the Dent streak finished. You know why the Dent streak ended, Phil? Because your fucking Dents don't have unlimited cash, you fucking moron. They just don't. They don't have this endless fucking well of cash they can tap every fucking stream. Okay? And unless Bohi Pams and Suffer Horse and those other fucking Dents, unless they're willing to come up, get a second mortgage to support this nonsense, you're up shit's creek, Phil, okay? So you're only going to be getting several streams of big support, and then it's going to die. It's not even big fucking support. That's the other thing. You moved the fucking goalpost because you couldn't even hit $200 overall support. You moved it to $150. $150 because you didn't want to give the detractors a W. Just like Derek, huh, Phil? You didn't want to boot Derek from your screens, the PDF. You didn't want to get rid of him because you didn't want to give the detractors a W, right? Is that what it is, Phil? Dude, you need to cut it, man. Move on. Like, if you want to do the whole coin thing and celebrate when you hit the $150 goal, okay, fine. That's okay. You could keep doing that. But you harping on it and tracking it like a fucking moron? You just look pitiful and stupid, dude. Even the fucking hardcore Dents are getting tired of it. You had someone drop you a $4 super chat yesterday and told you to shut up after you were begging so much to hit the fucking $150 goal, Phil. All you're doing is you're going to turn people off. It's funny now. Some of your Dents like it. They think it's funny. But what it does is it turns people off. Dude, go to his fucking streams. His hardcore Dents, those 100 or so Dents, those 672s, Jaden, Haseo, those Dents, they're hardly ever there. And when they're there, they're quiet as all fuck. Some of them just don't want to leave. They don't want. They invested way too much time in Phil and sticking it to the troll that they just can't leave. So every once in a while they'll pop up and say something. Oh, they'll drop a couple dollars here or there, and that's it. They're growing tired of it, Phil. I don't know how many times people have asked or mentioned that and said, I wish the old Phil would come back. As pathetic as that sounds, you got these Dents wishing that the old Phil would come back. No drama content, playing your boring fucking games, and just giving attention to those, 10 or 20 morons that have been in your chat for the last 16 years. That's what people want, Phil. And you're going to have to go back to that eventually, because as soon as the Kino folks come back, all of these fucking people, all of these guys that come out and are LARPing as your buddies, they're fucking gone, dude. They're going to move on and gone. And you think you're going to struggle to hit $150 in tips and super chats together now? You think you're struggling now? Wait till you get that shit. You're gonna have to go back to your fucking tier. You already fucking blinked twice. You blinked by moving the goal from 200 to 150, and then you blinked again because now you're actually putting on a fucking hat and a vest because your Dents won it. It's over with, Phil. You're the only one that refuses to acknowledge it and move on. You want to continue playing this fucking charade of you're still popular. Dude, you're not fucking popular. Your views are in the fucking shitter. You're back to like barely cracking 500,000 views on 3 channels. Dude, give it the fuck up. And again, this is all Phil's fault, because Phil had an opportunity to expand what he was doing. And he kind of did, but he did it in such a boring fucking way. Instead of leaning into the drama kind of full time, he didn't. He tried to skirt that shit because he wanted to keep his old Dents happy, so he kind of skirted the issue. And it just, after a while, you get bored of fucking Phil. You want to move on and do something different. And, it's just fucking pathetic. Anyway, that's all I had to say, folks. I think this whole thing is just a fucking ridiculous sham by Phil, and I find it hilarious. And I actually do love it when the Dent streak ends, because he gets so sour and so upset And last night was just chef's kiss. He spent like 12 minutes stalling, waiting for someone to come in and drop $100 tip so that he can hit so that the Dent streak can continue. Get the fuck out of here, Phil. Try again later. Peace out.